Hi, I thought I'd get on here and give you a weekend message. So this is this weekend's message, or whenever you find this, time is not relevant, but I did set the intention for this weekend. And right out the gate, we have manifestation here. It says in two different cards, it says Master Manifester and Manifestation. Two different decks came out here with that. So we already know this is who you are. And this is what you're doing because this is who you are. And remember, I've been saying that you're going to have this epiphany. I've been saying this. You're going to figure out a new way to do something that you've been working on already. And, it's a general reading. Some of you are just going to have this epiphany of a brand new project. But majority of you, this is an old project that you're going to find a new way of doing something. And to validate what I'm saying, this keeps coming out. Spark of genius and ascension. You're going to have a spark of genius and you're going to figure it out. And since the intention was set for this weekend, it could be this weekend that you're having this epiphany, which is exciting because we all know, I've been saying, the fall is when things are going to change for you. And we have again out here nurture. I have two things for this. Before I was getting more of you needing to nurture yourself in the past, right? Now I'm getting that your calling is to heal. You're going to be this nurturer by way of healing, and also to nurture yourself is still present for me here. I feel that strongly here. And then we have shed old skin. We had that last time. This weekend, which is why I think you're going to have this epiphany this weekend. You're going to be shedding old skin. So I'm pretty sure you've been doing some self-reflection and going within, and now you're getting answers. This is you've been working on yourself for a very long time, and you've been shedding old skin constantly. But this weekend, I think, is that the new phase that's coming is going to be even bigger than before, right? Each time it gets bigger and better. So this old skin you're shedding is opening you up to new opportunities. And we have clearing old stories. Oh, that releasing past lives freedom. I just said all of this, so I didn't even see this on here. I just pulled the cards and now I'm going over them. So what I said about shedding the old skin is right here. It says you're going to be clearing old stories. So you've been working on yourself, I said. So whether that means you getting over anything that happened to you in the past, or how you behave and you just want to fix that, that's what's happening here. Releasing past lives, it says here, and freedom. With all this, is definitely going to come freedom. The tarot is out here, and the tarot is saying that stance is here again. I'm telling you, you're going to take a stance in your life. You're going to take a stance with someone. I am seeing mostly that it's majority of you, it is with someone. I do see conflict out here. But others of you, or I see multiple things for even just the one person, right? So if it's you not only have a conflict with someone, but you can also have a conflict, not a conflict, a situation in your life that needs to change. All right. So different stories for everyone, but a lot of times the majority of you are going through multiple things at once, right? So ending and taking a stance with this person, taking a stance in your life, your situation is going to change. I don't see travel out here, but I already know from all the other readings and also feel it and sensed it in this one that you're going to be traveling. You're moving on from your past. I see you working on yourself, your childhood, you're healing your inner child here. I see giving and receiving here. You're going to be abundant. You're manifesting a great abundance here. Maybe even an inheritance is coming in, a windfall also I see here, right? I do see that, like I said this earlier, your life, it's hectic. A lot is going on, right? And you've been dying to move. I shouldn't use that word, but you've been wanting, I should say, to move on so badly, whether it be health, finances, or all of the above, right? So I do see that you're persevering here. You're continuing to push through. And because of that perseverance, you're going to be rewarded, right? I see heartbreak here too, like a breakup happened, or even if it happened in the past, you probably were still hurt by it, right? Like even if it happened years ago, I'm saying you can be hurt by it still today. But that all ends. You're moving forward. You're finding a new way of doing something here. Projects, even just moving on, like I said earlier about your life, changing what you think, the way you perceive things, being more understanding. And then I see here, resting and knowing that all is gonna go well, right? I got all that from tarot. And each bottom of the deck here says, drop your shields. So right now you're in protective mode. I'm not saying not to be protected. I'm just saying when it says drop your shields, it's talking about letting love in, letting certain things in. Don't block your blessings coming in, those types of things. Just rest and knowing everything's going to be okay. Don't be too skeptical. The bottom of this deck says, honor your emotions, okay? Honor them. They're there for a reason, as long as it's not toxic. You can't honor toxic emotions. But like I said, you've worked on yourself, so your intuition is up there. You know what you're feeling, and you know whether or not it's, well, not whether or not it's good or bad. You know what to do with it, is what I should say. Okay? That's a better way to say that. You know what to do with it. Just honor it. Your feelings are your feelings, and you should never apologize for your feelings. Acceptance. Well, saying all that, the bottom of this deck is about accepting yourself, okay? Accepting what's going on and knowing that it's for the best. And, oh, perfect. I wish I could just end it there, but I want to do all of them. This was perfect. Should I do this for last? No. It says, I am presence. Light body activation, accessing the divine within. So earlier I said you're going within. You're accessing that divine within. I am presence. That is you. You are this bright light. You have this in you. You can guide yourself as well. You don't even need me to do this, right? We don't need a lot of things. We have ourselves, but we use these things as tools when we are not tapped in, when we are maybe in a low vibration at the moment. We do need these tools, right? So they are useful still. And here again, so your harvest is coming in. All the burdens that you've been through, the things you've been carrying, your harvest is coming in now. Those are also like seeds. I'm always telling you to plant seeds, but I just heard that those burdens were seeds. I don't know. But your harvest is coming in from that. And I can't make it up, at the bottom of this deck, Magician. You are a master manifester. So keep dreaming. Dream on. Okay. So I'm going to end it there. I didn't want this to be long today. This is your weekend message. I hope you leave feeling wonderful from this message. You take something from this message. Maybe this is a reminder to do some self-reflection. And then when you do that after hearing this message, then you've finally, cut that last piece of skin. And now you can just drop that skin, that old skin, and the rest will flow. I hope that made sense. But anyway, have a wonderful weekend, my lovelies. Until next time, follow me, like, share, and I was going to say subscribe, but that's the same thing as follow me. Just drop me a comment. All right. Toodaloo.